Application risk does not end going to production. It actually grows. In 2024, 80% of applications scanned in production had at least one vulnerability. So continuous monitoring is essential.
The software landscape is shifting very quickly. We now have AI agents and orchestration layers and LLMs where we didn't have those before. What can you see? What can you fix? And how do you make sure that you're keeping up with that as it changes in real time?
Attackers get in when there are application layer vulnerabilities in the code that the developers write, or in the code that's in third-party packages they use that developers they don't even know writes. Attackers find these vulnerabilities and they use them to infiltrate those applications.
Developers today are under a lot of pressure to deliver fast. They're developing software quickly, and security teams and compliance teams are under a lot of pressure to make sure that they're keeping up with all of those changes that are happening in their systems. And so most of the organizations out in the world today don't have a way to see in real time the changes that are happening, or all of the ingredients or assets that they have that build great software for them in a way that they can understand what's at risk, never mind what to do about that risk.
So as developers are using machines to innovate at rapid pace, you need a solution that moves at machine speed. And that's exactly what we've built with the Application Risk Management Platform. You can use artificial intelligence, and we have an AI solution that is moving at the same speed, and I would actually argue staying ahead of security vulnerabilities. Our mission is to build the most comprehensive application risk management platform. We secure everything from the developer's desktop to a production environment, and every single step in between. Whether a developer is working inside of their IDE and leveraging a large language model, or whether a developer is checking code into a repository. From repository to runtime, Veracode is continuously watching and continuously defending against vulnerabilities, preventing them from ever making their way into your applications. So what you need is a continuous defense, not just today, but every single day. So as developers' code changes and open source libraries change, we are continuously defending against risk from making its way into your repositories and ultimately into production.
And there's a new risk on the horizon, which is AI-generated code, which allows developers to ask the AI to write the code for them, which allows them to go faster and faster, but that AI code also has vulnerabilities in it. So we're getting a lot more code faster. This is why we need continuous security scanning and continuous remediation.
For many years, software engineers have been adding risk to their applications by incorporating open source. But this is not new. We've been doing this now for several decades. What really has changed is the introduction of artificial intelligence. Oftentimes when people hear me talk about artificial intelligence, they will grab me and pull me aside and say, hey, so you're recommending that I should not use AI, correct? No, it's the opposite. You and everyone you know should be using artificial intelligence. We need to be mindful of the consequences of using such a technology. And like anything, it comes with pros and cons. Some of the cons of using artificial intelligence is that we know it's going to produce massive amounts of code that's not secure. We make that easy for you. We show you your most important applications. We show you where that risk resides, and we automatically fix it. And so with a few clicks, organizations can take themselves to a low 40%, 30% sometimes compliance to a 80, 90% compliance, all while using the Veracode platform.
We're not just scanning for security issues at a point in time, perhaps when you deploy the application. We're doing it while the application is being developed and after the application is deployed.
Veracode's platform is designed to operate across all of the development and deployment and maintenance systems and practices that our customers use to manage and deliver their software today. We're continuously observing, adapting, and helping customers find, fix, and govern all of the risk that's out there in their software or in their assets today.
When a company integrates Veracode, they get their applications protected throughout the entire life cycle, from the inception of the code until the product is long into production. It scales with growth, and it also protects against emerging threats, allowing companies to continue to innovate with speed. What this means for our clients is they can develop as quickly as they need, build their applications as fast as they need to compete without having the drag of security slowing them down.
Veracode is seeing interest across industries, but really we're seeing the most interest and demand across industries where you have the biggest stakes or the biggest things to lose, where the risks are the highest. We're seeing increased demand in industries like financial services or healthcare or government and public sectors, where you have a lot of regulatory standards and controls in place, but also the need to innovate and scale quickly with provable, trustable solutions. Our customers are able to manage their risk with data-driven conversations. And so it's very important for us to be able to contextualize what's going on in your entire security landscape with the evidence that they need to back that up and to prove it repeatedly to those audiences. All of these industries require that we are able to embed, observe, and understand what's going on in real time and adapt to the continuous innovations and changes that are getting made in those systems, regardless of where those systems live or what industry or people that they're serving themselves.
As a CEO, I'm often asked what it is we do here at Veracode, and I'm tasked with explaining it in a very simple way. We find software vulnerabilities, we automatically fix them, and we simplify the act of reporting on those vulnerabilities. Because the burden is on security teams to prove that they have secured their code and they have a process to secure that code. That's exactly what we do at Veracode. We make all of that easy. We find, fix, and we govern your software.
We're securing the world's software. That's a big mission.